closing.
By the way, that was my next question, because it's ridiculously impossible that you're going to plant 15 billion trees by 2030 unless you extend your term limits.
What do you mean?
There's no way you can plant 15 billion trees.
Do you know how many trees we have planted?
Since 2022?
In fact, not planting. There's a difference between planting and growing.
Correct.
Because you can plant a tree and dies tomorrow.
And it dies, yes.
So, since January, under our Jaza Meet app, you can Google and you can check. Under our Jaza Meet app, we have so far done 481 million trees we have grown. There are many other state agencies in the private sector who have not uploaded their growing and the planting. So in total, we have done 618 million.
Trees?
Trees, accountable for.
Yeah, but your goal is 15 billion, not 15 million.
That is 1.5 billion every month.
Yes.
I mean, every year.
Every year.
And, you know, we are facing the effects of climate change, droughts, floods. I mean, name it, harsh, warm weather in the West. Yeah. You know, in 40 years, we had the most severe drought. We came out of it. We went into the floods. And then in Nairobi alone, in Nairobi River alone, we lost 42 people.
Yes.
And that's why I tell the people of Nairobi, they must get out of the riparian land. And I'm very happy the leadership, the governor, the senator, the women rep, the members of parliament, the MCAs, the local leadership, the Wazewa Vijiji, they are all working together.
But you know,
the 15 billion, now we have 616 million. So this is the first year. And you know, sometimes like when the rains are not fair and they are not there, we focus on the wetlands, we focus on the riparian areas, we focus on the degraded lands within our forest. For example, our forest cover now is about 8.8%.
But it's supposed to be 10.
It's supposed to be 10. Our tree cover is 12.3%. We want to take it to 30% by 2032. And as I told you, we keep our promise. Every cabinet secretary, every month, has a day to go and plant trees.
How many have you planted?
Our ministry.
You?
No, not me. I'm not talking of myself. Let me talk for my Ministry of Environment. We have done about, I think, close to about 12 million. If you go to our private sector.
Yeah, but you haven't planted any.
I did even.
I didn't see you planting.
I did even in Vihiga. Last week I was...
No, I didn't see you planting.
Last week, because you don't want to cover good stories. Yeah, you don't want to talk about the good stories. I was in Vihiga, and Vihiga is one of the counties with a very good forest cover of 33%. We were in Nakuru with the president in Gilgil, the passing out parade. Let me tell you, even KFS, you have seen for the first time in the history of Kenya Forest Service, for 30 years, there was no recruitment of forest rangers. It's only President Ruto who ordered last year the recruitment of 2,600 plus forest rangers. Last 2 days, when he was in Gilgil, we had 102 forest cadets, and we had about 476 forest technical officers. This has never happened. If you've overfly now Abadeas, Mount Kenya, Mau, you'll find our rangers. We're protecting all our water system. Why do we protect forest? Forest is good for our water catchment areas, rural livelihood for our people, carbon market, which we will discuss later.
Correct.
You know, forests serve as carbon sink.
Yes. So
I can tell you we want to increase that. And we remove the moratorium on logging. No more logging, no more direct allocations.
It's all illegal.
No, it's illegal.
And charcoal?
Charcoal, and I want to send from here. Majority of our forest rangers are doing a very good job. But if there are any who are watching me, Last year, I think 40 of them were sacked. If they're watching me, no more charcoal. I have written even to the UNHCR. I have some on the UNHCR, because the refugees are using to look for firewood and cut all the trees in the Assal. This 15 billion, by the way, tree growing, 50% is meant for the Assal. That's where we are very much hit by the climate crisis. Right. And I told the UNHCR, as a their global mandate is on refugees. They must find an alternative source of energy for the refugees. Okay. They should not allow them to go out and cut our trees.
Okay.
We can't be planting trees on one side.
And cutting
on the other side, we're doing cutting and doing charcoal burning.
But we're importing charcoal from Somalia, but that's another story. You know this.
Importing us? I don't think so. There's enough charcoal.
Come on. Okay.
Maybe you'll tell me.
Why were you closing clubs in Nairobi? Why are you closing clubs?